I had to get new, stronger glasses. I'm not sure about them though. When I look at myself
Yeah.
in the like here, like in the video, my eyes look really close together.
Oh, they've always looked like that, Trace. We just couldn't tell them.
You just couldn't see them.
That's rude.
Oh, welcome everybody.
Yeah.
There we go. And recording started. So
chat that
we have started, and we're just playing a game of Guess Who at the moment. And the first thing would be, does your person have glasses? And if it's no, then it's me. And we have Sita. Is that how you say it? You're hello? Yes, there we go. Nice to have you with us. You are welcome to stay silent, camera off, and just observe. Put questions in the chat or comments or anything, or any of the above.
and we'd love to see your face and hear your voice.
There you go.
And there's no pressure.
It's it's middle of December. You can do whatever you want. Okay.
I interrupted Deal when he was about to launch into some amazing thing.
No, I've lost it now. It'll come back.
Yeah. So as soon as I said that, I was like, I bet he's going to forget what we're talking about. Well, can I jump in with the thing that I had in my calendar for the end of November chat?
So it's not relevant anymore.
We're all at airtime, so we're not made to the usual time. Jumped on. I'm waiting to share my thing.
Oh, whoops! Sorry about that.
I figured out, and I know that I feel like Tracy was one of the other ones that had this problem with credit card refunds. How to make the refund through Evensia Pay or through the online payment thing, including the card fee. Was that you?
I don't know if it was me, but
so when someone pays by credit card,
you
get charged the credit card fee if you're charging one, and if you just do a refund, it actually just refunds the cost of the registration of the functions. The credit card fee doesn't get refunded.
Yeah.
Doesn't come up. And I
always knew that was the case, and I always just took it as that's just the way it is.
Yeah. So
but I don't think does the actual credit card company still charge the fee? They don't?
Nope.
Do they not? So they refund the fee?
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think that's the discussion that we had was like,
and
car companies do actually refund the fee. So
I look after payments for another online platform, and I would do refunds probably once a week through Stripe. And when it's done through Stripe, the full amount is refunded.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't possibly. I mean, it would be a great business to have where you've essentially given back the product, but the processing company gets to keep the money of the processing fee. I'd be like, let's move into payment processing. That sounds amazing. I want to sell houses. That'd be the way to do it. Sell a house and refund the house, but keep the processing fee. So when you do it directly through Stripe, if it's not doing that through Events Air, then they've done it wrong.
So
because
you can do it, but you've got to do an extra step. And I think that's probably where I'm just trying to think if I can do this. I'll do a quick screenshot because I can't.
I mean, it's still. So is it doing 2 transactions then?
Oh, hang on. Yeah.
Well, that's ridiculous.
That's how I figured it out. So
that's not the way to do it.
Yeah, Sita just said the same as what. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to share that because then I'm not sharing.
Oh, no way. Yeah. That
Have you already spotted it? Oh,
no. Just Sitter saying about
Oh.
always been told processing fees don't get refunded.
Mm.
That's ridiculous.
That was always my understanding too, which is
That's not at all how it works. So we're supposed to cop that fee?
Well, no, but we don't.
no, the delegate.
The delegate cops it.
Absolutely not.
So the delegate pays, and they give us money for the fee and for the registration fee. So the registration fee, credit card fee. And then if they cancel, we give them back the registration fee, but not the credit card fee, because theoretically we still get
Honestly,
charged.
ACCC would be all over us if that was the case.
Yeah, right.
Right? As in consumer law. You can't do that. If you're refunding the amount, you're refunding the full amount. That you can't get penalized. You think of any shop that you go to where you go and
that's what we talked about last time. We were like, but when you do anything, you always get the whole thing refunded. So
100%.
did you let me share? Oh, you have let me share now.
Yep.
Where's my screenshot?
Events Air are drunk if they think that this is the way it should happen.
So it's not, again, it's not Events Air. Hopefully you can just see my clip.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is what it shows. So I don't know if I can do this. Let me find my record somewhere, and then I can do it for you without having to, because it's just going to be too hard to just talk through it. So I'm going to yeah.
Even if it's 2 transactions, that's still stupid.
Yeah.
Because the transaction through Stripe is a single transaction that comes on the credit card to the attendee.
Yeah, right.
And so if it's going to be a refund, then the refund from a tracking point of view should now be the exact amount refunded, so that those 2 transactions offset each other. If it now gets split into 2 separate transactions, firstly, it's confusing to the attendee. Why is it now separated? Yeah. And secondly, now you've got to reconcile 3 transactions together to try to make all that work.
Yeah, right. So I've figured out a way I can do this and actually show you without doing all the things. So, bloody thing. Where the heck am I? I'm so confused. That one.
But you could do the refund directly from Stripe, right?
I was just wondering if you
can.
could do that. Yeah.
But it's really handy to be able to do it through Events here. So, can you see this now?
It's handy for them too, because they can keep money.
So, we've got this payment that was made. Oh,
we can't see it.
Can you not?
No.
Can you not see anything?
No.
No, you turned it off.
Well, now
I appreciate your commitment to
I know,
privacy.
Right?
You're so committed to privacy, you just turned the whole thing off.
Okay. That one. Right, now can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. I got to get you guys out of the way because you're all in the way. So now we've got this payment here that has been made by invoice. We're going to pretend it was done by a credit card. Oh no, but it won't have the fee on it. So basically there's a show all, and when you've got something where the fees sit in miscellaneous charge for a credit card fee. And so when you're doing a new refund, if you go, I think you might need to go into miscellaneous change and change it to like no fee. That didn't work as well as I was hoping, because I forgot that was an invoice one. So good. This is like content that everyone's going to want to see, right? But basically, you've got to do it in 2 lots.
Sarah will sort this all out.
Unleashed Sarah.
What am I know, I'm so sorry. Somebody said at like 11:59, can I grab you for 2 minutes? And I'm like, I've got a meeting at
It's
12.
never 2 minutes.
No, don't ask me questions like that. What am I sorting? What have I broken?
No, we're talking about firefighting at the moment.
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
see
okay,
here,
great.
Francie. you're sharing your appointment firefighting in 38 minutes.
Firefighting in 38 minutes.
Are you expecting a firefight? A
No.
fire? How did you know? Is it going to start soon or
No.
the fire?
Stop hearing. That better. It's my firefighting time where I can move other stuff. Anyway, I won't go into it.
Is that what you
Oh,
call
that's cool.
it? That is
I
so
love it.
clever.
That's my
I love it.
business coach. We
That's
have
cool.
firefighting time so that then you move anyway. So
Love
basically
it.
when you have a credit card payment and it's cancelled and then you have to have a refund, that the fee doesn't the credit card fee doesn't automatically show as being required. That didn't make sense. I cannot multitask. Sorry.
You're okay. So we're talking about Events Air Pay, and Sarah, you don't use that at all, do you?
No, I do. Yep.
Oh, you do.
It's not just Events Air Pay. It's just any credit card payment.
Oh, sure. Okay.
But then we absorb the fees.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's okay. We're talking about refunding and refunding fees, as in you should never be charged fees for a refund. The whole thing is refunded.
Right.
And Sita's talking about it as well in chat and saying that I've also been told there's an error in the way Events Air Pay Stripe is set up currently. We are meant to get charged fees when we do refunds also, which I think is ridiculous. Yeah, not only ridiculous, but illegal.
I always love that word. I've been using that word a lot in the last few weeks.
Illegal?
Not only can you not do that, that's illegal. You're breaking the law. No, you can't. No, you can't send that mass email.
Yeah.
That is illegal.
It has a lot more standing than just no.
Yeah.
People are going to listen a lot more if you're like, no, that's illegal, not just no.
Yeah.
And then I had a volunteer go, I think I'm breaking the law. It sounds like I might be breaking the law. I'm like, it's not sound, you are. I know you're breaking the law.
Yeah, it doesn't work like
GDPR.
Potentially justifications are trying to say that, well, the money went through the platform, you use the platform, and so there is a fee associated with that, even if you refund it. But the net total of amount of money that's gone through is what a fee is calculated on. And so when you do a bunch of refunds, that is a credit back to how much, whatever fees you've paid.
Shouldn't refunds partially refund some of the fee?
No, it's as simple as the transaction went through, $100 transaction went through from Stripe. No matter how that breaks down after the fact, if someone then wants a refund, they should get a single transaction $100 back. That's how that works. And then it all breaks down. Essentially, then the transaction gets reversed, and now you've got another transaction which is a credit. And if that breaks down into the fees getting credited as well, that's how that all works, so that everything zeroes out. You don't pay for refunds. It doesn't make any sense at all.
The way that you have to do it, and I can't show you because there's still personal data on there. But basically, the credit card fee comes through as a miscellaneous charge. So you can go and edit that and make it you can cancel it. I can't remember how I did it. But you can kind of clear it. And
this is a great demo.
I know, right?
So good.
Does anyone have a credit card test transaction that they've
done? Can you show us more ways of not doing it?
I'm not doing it, I know. So you got to cancel the credit card fee, and then when you do your new refund, you go show all, and it has the credit card fee in there to refund, as well as the refund, basically. In
Clear as
short.
mud.
If anyone needs to know how to do it, ring me. Or if anyone knows how to create a test environment where you can show those sorts of things, then tell me. It was so much more exciting when I had that to share, and before I thought about the fact that I need to explain how to do this.
I get that the audit trail might be a bit tricky, but the actual process of doing the refund is way quicker in Stripe than it is trying to do it that way. But then I know that you need to cancel that and stuff. I get that.
Yeah.
But it does feel like we've stumbled on something that's a bit weird. I'd love to get a actual response from probably Renee on that. You know, it's like, what is this?
Yeah, because it's, I mean, I never even thought about it when I was doing refunds.
Can we start calling her our friend Renee?
Yeah.
Our friend Renee, as you watch this.
I think it's because when I found out you could do them through Ep30, it was great because then the finance person didn't have to worry about learning how to process the cancellations, or we didn't have to add the extra step of the finance person doing it and me doing it. We could just process it directly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fair enough. I certainly don't want to make it seem like it's all not a complicated process. Of course it is. It breaks down. It also breaks down because Events Air is taking a cut as well, right? So and so then that's where it gets extra tricky. But
are they taking a cut?
Oh well, no, I guess they're not now. That was initially how it was working, but then now they just charge a flat fee, don't they?
Yeah, which gets charged to us or the client rather than the delegate.
Which is an easier sell than saying the percentage.
They take a cut. Instead of saying they do take a cut.
Well, oh no, they do. It's the third party payment that I'm thinking of. That they don't take a cut, but they do you do the third party processing fee to integrate. Yeah, you're totally right, Sita. Totally right. They do take a cut, and that is where it gets a bit more complicated. It's essentially a platform fee. So you've got a Stripe fee and a platform fee. And so so we should be making sure that those all the fees are getting refunded. And as I said, it should be a single transaction refund back to the attendee. It shouldn't be 3 transactions or multiple transactions. Anywho,
off topic, but Apple did that to us in the last week where they've done multiple transactions. Yeah. So, I mean, if we want to send this recording to Apple as well. Because all it leads to, right, is confusion.
Yeah.
Like then your delegate's calling you, hence why we had to call Apple, because it made no sense. Why isn't it just one transaction?
To be fair, from Events Air, the attendee probably does only see one income. It's just that from Events Air, it shows it the fee as a miscellaneous invoice or miscellaneous charge, and so it's just in the audit trail. I don't know. That's what I'm guessing.
Well, how would the fee still get charged then? As in, if that was the case, isn't that what we're saying? Is that they're still trying to charge the fee?
No, so for example, this one, they've paid an amount of $295, and that's made up of a registration fee of $287 and a fee of this X amount.
Okay.
And so I think when the refund's done, they would receive a refund of $2.95, and an events year it's just coded differently. So the miscellaneous
Possibly.
charges are processed to the 1010 income account, and that's all
Yeah,
done set up finance.
it depends. I'd love to see that in Stripe, because it depends whether they're actioning the refund in Stripe, or if they're just creating a new transaction, which is a credit. That's two very different things. Because you want to see in Stripe, you want to see the original transaction with it saying that it's refunded, and that's what normally happens in Stripe. But
that sucks, Sita.
oh yeah, wow. Refunded a whole
just refunded a whole big lot of people the other week as an event.
Well, I'd be making sure that you're not paying fees. It doesn't make any sense.
That just brings me back to the thought of COVID.
Yeah. Right. To get charged refund. Oh, gotcha. We're meant to be charged refund fees. Wow. I mean, as I said, it's a great business model. You can charge fees on money coming in and money going out. That's great. That's tax, income tax and sales tax. Right. Anything else? Anyone? What else have we got?
I think we'll put that on our things. I'm meeting with Renee and Paul this week.
There you go.
We need to follow up with that.
Our friend Renee.
Our friend Renee and
Renee, that's right. And Paul.
Right. Yeah, I think I'll put it on the agenda to chat about.
I mean, I always called Renee's predecessor just Mr. Flynn. I don't know that it was on first name basis. Whereas now I feel like Renee is, our friend Renee.
Yeah, our friend Renee.
Is this a post airtime thing that happened?
No.
You know what?
I feel like Renee's always been a friend.
She has always been a friend.
I don't know that we've done a debrief, Sarah. Did you? We haven't done a debrief of
No, we didn't, because we had a 8 p.m. and then an 8 a.m. start.
That's right.
And so I haven't, I was
nobody got
either
time for
wrangling
that.
the child into the bed or wrangling the child out of bed, one of the two.
Nice. You're still with child, right? You're talking about the
yes,
previous
I'm talking
one.
yes, there's a child in the belly, and there's a child.
Hopefully she wasn't having to wrangle that one in and out of bed.
Yeah.
That would be a nightmare. I did say that last week when I was looking at him, and I'm like, how are we going to do 2 of these? The one is hard enough. Yes, no. So the only time I can get to these is the midday ones, or if I usually work in the office on Mondays. But hey, I'm going to be on mat leave at the start of next year, so maybe I'll just start.
Yes. Love it.
No, we haven't debriefed about airtime. It was interesting.
What are your observations?
It was really interesting what they said about I'm going to touch on a couple of things, but one of the things was that they spoke about last year they didn't have any good news stories, and this because they were back building all of the stuff behind the scenes, and now they feel like they're coming up in the bell curve, which I thought was an interesting observation. Not because I don't find it true, but just because it's like, oh yeah, you must have had I remember quite a few tense conversations at airtime last year. So that has definitely been nice. And I did say, or I don't know whether I've said this, I feel like I have, but I feel like having Renee as VP of product, like I even said when she was appointed to her, it's such a different, like, I don't know, like Renee kind of has, I've known Renee for oh my God, years now. And it just, it's such a different having her as VP of product, because when you go, this doesn't make sense. Why are we doing it like this? She goes,
Yeah.
oh
She gets it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or is already, yeah, I get that frustration. I want that fixed too. So I feel like having product in her hands is a very safe set of hands, not just safe that nothing's going to change, but safe that she's going to be able to straddle both sides of that
Yep.
that divide. I mean, again, content was not advanced enough for me, but I think that I've known that for I've known that for the last couple of air times.
Yeah.
Am I going for content? Yes, I do. I quite like learning new things, but I also feel like where I do get my learning is from those user cases. And I think that that's where they were trying to get to with this year, doing more user cases. But I think that there was kind of a change and a pivot, and they didn't end up doing as many user cases as they were planning on doing. I loved the silent,
Mm-hmm.
that silent, and that was,
Workshops.
yep. And it meant that they could then use the space more effectively.
Yeah.
And probably meant that then our reg fees didn't cost as much because they were able to use that space. I've been in contact with Congress since that, and it's quite a reasonable proposition what they offer. So it's definitely something that we're going to look into moving forward. But yeah, I would love some more user cases and how people are using the system. And I just can't believe how many people, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I was very glad that they put me before Dior, because I was like, people are going to watch mine and see what Dior does. I felt very inadequate.
I thought they were different enough.
They
I
were,
thought yours was
yes,
great, Sarah. Honestly,
thank
so
you.
good.
But we have very different, like what I do is very different to what you do because of the scope of what I can do. And I have been amazed at how many people who are in a similar situation to me, who have reached out because they're interested in working out how we do things. But the one thing that I found really
100%.
interesting was there was a heap of questions on the second day. So obviously Dior and I presented on the first day, and we didn't really have any questions after that. But then there was lots of questions in those breakout sessions in things that Dior and I would have covered. So I was really surprised by that. So I think that I'll just kind of park that there. And also, the team really enjoyed. And when I say the team, I'm talking my allied health people, who may or may not watch this, who all come to this. They're all like, lol at the fact that your tip is join AirHeads.
I know. Yeah.
How many plugs did you and Dior get in for that?
Well, I mean, what was even this? It kind of was a little bit unintentional, but it was like at the end showing off Eva, and then just being like, "Oh, and if you want to know more, then just sign up to AirHeads. That'll be easier. That's how you can learn about what Eva does." Which I mean, I don't know, 60 people more signed up.
Wow.
Yeah, I was actually sitting at home because I couldn't make it in the end, and my phone just started going nuts, and I'm like, what is that? I'm like, all right, their presentation's on.
Yeah. But what's interesting is that it hasn't resulted in more people now. And now, of course, it's the wrong time of year, you know. And so we'll relaunch next year and we'll see where it goes. But I also don't want to conflate AirHeads and wildfire offerings and all that sort of stuff. It's honestly not what it's about.
Sure.
And so we just have to be careful with that. Yeah, sure.
Well, it's okay. Me and Lisa and Kelly and Sarah will keep you grounded. We'll be like, we have no budget for that. Stop talking about that.
Go away with your cool things that we can't
Yeah.
afford.
He's like, you could do it. I think that I can automate some of the things that Sarah can do. And I'm like, Grant, I don't have your budget. I can't automate any of it.
I think we can find something. There must be a few $100 behind a door somewhere that you can find.
Mate.
If you think if it could save you a day a week or something, then you're like, oh.
A day a week. I've been program building now for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And I mean, the thing that I need to automate is the content experts getting back to us quicker.
Yeah.
How do we automate that?
That's so good.
Can Eva help with that?
Maybe. I mean, she can just make it up.
But it's even like I think that it's even the part of your presentation around the automation of collection of presentations on site and things like that. Like, I think that that's going to be the way of the future. It's just how quickly are we getting there?
Yeah, I tend to agree. You know, there's a whole bunch of interesting. We had a few people say to us, "We'll never be able to afford that with the budget." And I don't think, for the most part, all of those people that said that never actually asked for a cost. Have never really kicked the tires. So I just put that out there. Those efficiencies, those other platforms, the other tools that you have in your toolkit, right? They're not expensive. They really aren't. And if you add up, and I'm not just talking to Sarah about specifically yours, because yours is such a niche thing and so highly dialed in that I think you're going to be limited then with what you can do unless you go and spend a ton of money to do every little bit that you want. But if you get back to just the more broader strokes, receiving presentations and then pushing to the right room, and I challenge anyone, just add up the hours, you know, doing up your session briefs, just add up your hours, because I can guarantee you those sorts of medial tasks. And Mehdi's presentation was also fascinating.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, it was so good.
Just looking at those types of tasks and using the technology is so cost efficient because it just frees you up to do the stuff that really matters. I enjoy it. Tracy and I often laugh, go, actually, if I didn't go to work all week and just sat at home creating some apps and, you know, setting up a Rego site, that's actually our vanilla. We love it. It's good fun. But it's, you know, Grant often uses the term, but it is flipping burgers. Like, it's not difficult stuff. It's just enjoyable. And we were able to, you know, challenge ourselves a little bit, but you could be doing so much more innovation, so many more other things that our time could be probably better spent. So yeah, I reckon there's a heap of those tools out there, Sarah, that can really make that heavy lifting or those repetitive tasks. And that's kind of, you know, the direction of the whole point of Eva.
And I think that's what I love about that is, like, you know, Grant, one of the things that he shared was that he was watching someone do all of the phone number changes. And that's what sparked, like, one of the ideas.
Yeah.
I think that what I am loving that is coming out of Events Air is, I feel like the ELT, and I mean, I probably have the most to do with, like, I've had the most to do with Mehdi and Renee. It's that they are really curious about what they can do for us now. It's kind of very much flipped, and they were very open to having conversations and sitting there and pulling apart things to talk about, well, what can we do to make that faster?
Yeah. And I think
that has been nice.
A perfect example of them listening and the things we're talking about, you know, those tasks that just soak up so much time, is the new website builder. It's just a no-brainer. It's more now aligned with Wix or whatever else, you use, Squarespace, all those things that you can purchase online. You don't have to, right? It's now part of it, and it just works so well, and it's super easy. And if you, well, there's no compare. I was about to say you can compare it to the previous system that we were running in Events Air. Well, it'll be unfair because there is no comparison. It was clunky and difficult unless you were a web builder. It just wasn't enjoyable creating a website. Not surprised people went outside the platform for other reasons, you know, aside from the fact that it was just clunky. But yeah, they've listened, because there's no reason why you wouldn't build a website now using it. It's just super easy. As easy and available as any other platform, even more so because it's natively built in now. So I think it's cool. If they keep doing that approach to a lot of these tasks, a lot of these want lists, then I think we're heading in the right direction.
They spoke to me and quite a few other people. Well, not a few other people, all of the allied health, but you know who I'm talking about. All of my friends in allied health, we had like a meeting with and like a fact finding, or I suppose, sorry, baby brain, I can't think of the words, but it was really interesting the feedback that we gave to Medi and the team, and they were kind of like pulling it apart. And then they launched that at airtime. And we kind of sat back and like we'd seen the first prototype and we were kind of like, oh, we might use this for this reason and that reason. And it really showed that they'd listened when they were presenting it, because we were like, oh, that is exactly what we suggested that you would
Nice.
do.
Yeah.
And you've done it. Like we were never expecting that. So I have enjoyed that. But that's all, they are all of my reflections of airtime, apart from lots of time to hug people and see people IRL and like touch and give hugs and stuff like that. That was, I mean, you just can't beat it.
Yeah.
You can't.
No.
What if we were to move it to the start of the year?
Oh, I mean, I don't think it would really.
There's a whole bunch of arguments from a practical perspective that would probably, wouldn't get it across the line. But what would the meeting look like? What would the outcomes
Would
be
feel
at the start
different.
of the year
Mm.
versus being exhausted? There's no fight left in us anymore, right?
Mm. I've always said, why don't they do it? Why don't they do it around the same time as AIM?
Just putting it out there. I just think that
Yeah.
I'd come back re-energized and motivated and like, right, let's get on with it. Whereas right now it's just like, let's just finish this up so I can go home.
Yeah,
I think-
January or February would be good. Yeah, because it's still not busy. Or most of the event was not busy at that time.
Well,
I
but
would
this
say
is-
February, because then my child's at school and I don't have to worry about managing children. And yeah, that's just
if only there was sort of a platform that all the users of Events Air inputted all the events that they run, and that you could get all that data and you could see when are the busiest and the quietest times of year.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of build to be able to do something like that.
They would surely have that. They would surely be able to pull that data.
Totally facetious.
Totally could.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, didn't you see their yearly wrap on LinkedIn? Like I was
Like
so
Spotify?
impressed by that marketing team. So
Yeah.
clever. So
Very
clever.
I
Yeah.
thought that was really good.
Yeah.
What was funny? Did you get you would have got multiple ones of those, and it wasn't immediately apparent which Events Air account it was in. So I get one. I'm like,
as well.
that's not many events, and then I get another one. It's like, that's the other, it's like we users in a couple of different accounts. And you're like, that makes more sense. But it would be fascinating for them to send out to everyone, all the users, and say, hey, make sure all your events are in Events Air. And then we're just going to look across the whole user base and see when the quietest time of year is.
Yeah, why is it November?
Be like January would be like, let's do that.
Because it used to be August, I think. Yeah, it
August
was August, wasn't
terrible.
Yeah. And then because on the number of times that we only sent one staff member because it was like that's like peak season. We don't have any space for that.
I seriously like end of January would be amazing. That was become Sita's saying November's the busiest time of year. Yeah, totally.
November's busy for a lot of allied health and APRA, all of your medical, because of, I mean, maybe not necessarily for conferences, but smaller events, because everyone's got to get their APRA registration in Australia to be medically registered, APRA registered, whatevs. My baby brain is absolutely terrible.
And what's the excuse you normally use, like when you're not pregnant? What do you say? What is that then?
I just call it my Sarah brain. But now, like people, when I say, "Oh, it's my baby brain," they go, like they
what are you talking about?
sympathize.
I'm like, you've got two brains.
Two brains.
Now. What are you talking about?
That's also my excuse for some things. I'm like, I've got two stomachs at the moment.
Every 3 hours is what I learned. We've got 3 kids and my wife. I was like, if I get on the routine, if I can have food for her every 3 hours, everyone's happy.
Yeah, great, good.
Hmm?
I've
That's
got like half.
that's
I've
the
got my
schedule.
second lunch sitting in front of me.
Yeah, there you go.
So not just events here advice, you can come from
Pregnancy
advice.
advice, yeah.
Yeah, we're a lifestyle channel now.
Come in a
That's
few
it.
months and we'll have some newborn tips for
Yeah.
you and postnatal
baby,
tips.
baby brain is another way of saying airheads.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so my parents live in Nashville, Tennessee.
Naturally.
Yes, and my kids haven't seen them for 2 years, but they're about to land in Adelaide Airport, which is why I need to go. I don't need to shut it down. I've just made Dior host, so you can keep laughing, but I will leave. Thank you, everyone.
Have
Thank
a lovely
you,
interview.
Thanks, Grant. Good. That's cool.
Merry
with you.
Christmas,
Yeah.
Happy New Year,
Happy
Happy
Hanukkah.
holidays.
Happy
Happy
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah, all those.
What's the other one? What Kwanzaa? Kwanzaa's on Boxing Day.
Mm-hmm.
All of the holidays.
Or just any of those ones.
Yeah.
And we'll have to see. Monday may not work next year for Airheads.
Slash baby brain.
Yeah, but the good thing is that Sarah's on mat leave, and so we can do it anytime.
Yeah, I might just start. I'll just start hosting. I'll have like a
Yeah,
breakaway.
She'll be at the
there we go.
nighttime ones as well.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, we up late with Sarah. Airheads up late.
2
It
a.m.
turns into a talk show.
And it's just me
And your baby.
No guests.
doing TED Talks. TED Talks about events there.
All right, but I'll be in touch and send emails out and whatever about it. But anyway, continue.
All right.
Goodbye.
Say hi to your folks, Grant. Have a good Christmas.
Yeah, have a
you.
lovely,
Christmas.
lovely end of year.
Yeah.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. I love Adelaide Airport for how quick it is to go through that international bit. So nice.
So quick.
Mm.
I'm actually going
Make
to
sure we had a whole bunch of-
because I have got lots on and but I just didn't want to miss yet another one. So.
Yeah, me too.
You guys, have a great time. Nice to catch up again and look forward to seeing you all in the new year.
Bye,
Okay.
Francie.
Bye,
See ya.
Francie.
Well, I was going to pick everyone's brains about a recent issue where, well, it's still current, I suspect, where we're having some delegates. This particular one happens to be in China, so that adds another layer of
Complexity.
things. But he was doing an abstract, and just midway through, as the story goes, as he reported it, it just shut off and they got an error. 404 error came up
Oh,
and went back to go on. All of it's gone because you had to hit
Yep.
save along the way.
yep. Let me check if it's the 404 error that I think that you're talking about. But
And
I
whilst you're
think that
looking for that, when you go and find the attendee in Events Air and auto login, you get the same error.
Oh no, I haven't had that. So I've had I need to find it because Kelly and I were getting the same error. It was basically an error to do with firewalls. And if
Right.
they were, no, this was different. So we didn't get a 404. It was request cannot be submitted, no response tag. And that's really similar in that if they do all of it and then they try and they get that error but haven't pressed save, it disappears. But
That's nasty.
there is, it's got to do with firewalls. So I know that all of the Queensland government firewalls, so anybody who's connected to Queensland government Wi-Fi
Right.
can't submit abstracts if they're connected to that that network. They need to do it from their home network, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen the 404.
The yeah. The response we initially got from Sentium was clear your cache. Well, it's not
Yep.
really helpful after, and the authors just spent however long creating their abstract only to lose it all, particularly if they've typing straight into the abstract section, right? Instead
Yeah.
of pasting. Our best practice is always write it first, deliberate, save it, and then cut and paste it in. So when these
Yeah.
things happen, it's
That's also what we'd say.
yeah. But yeah, the clear the cache thing didn't do anything. And then the suggestion was it can sometimes happen from Dan, who was very responsive and pretty quick. So I was impressed with that. It can sometimes happen or be a result of having multiple windows open. That's hard to tell because the author, well, I don't see why they would unless they inadvertently opened it twice.
Mm.
So I'm not sure.
It might be another fire. I wonder if it's another firewall thing.
Could be. We're going to keep an
Yeah.
eye on it, but it was very early and it was just has the potential at this time of the year to be just painful, right?
Problematic,
Like
yeah.
Hundreds of bloody authors over Christmas now
Yeah.
starting to do stuff. It was like, not again.
Yeah,
Last
Kelly
year-
was really lucky because I had it first and I logged it, and it took us about 2 weeks to work out what it was.
Right.
And by the time that submissions were closing for me, we knew, so I could basically either I was talking them through it, or I was able to do an auto login and submit on their behalf.
Right.
And Kelly's submissions closed a couple of weeks after mine, so she was able to get on kind of on top of it before she had too many, I think. But yeah.
Well, they ran something that realigned or restarted a bunch of services in the back end. And it seems to have worked. Like I can now at least auto log in under that user profile. And the only negative impact is I suspect it's doing something like a reindex because it's really slow at the moment. It's just going to, Tracy, if you're in our system, you'll notice that it's just slowly rebuilding something in the back end.
I hadn't noticed actually.
And they said it shouldn't take too long, but be aware it could slow down some of the services whilst it's rebuilding itself or something.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, I was just curious. It could be a new thing, could be isolated. Now, the firewall thing was suggested, and that seems to be our go-to with these sorts of things. Is just tether to your phone or get off the corporate.
Yeah, but
just to rule it out.
unusual that then you can't auto log in though. Because
that was super weird. Yeah, that took it to the level. Yeah. That's when I knew it wasn't. It was more than just their local firewall. So
sorry, haven't seen it.
All right, well, you heard it here first.
Breaking news! Dun, dun, dun.
Hopefully not. Hopefully that's this first
isolated.
Yeah, the fact that it was a quick fix suggests there was something else in the back end that was easily identified. Otherwise, we'd still be having problems with it. Yeah, that's all I had to add to the table today. I had a bunch of stuff from the AirHeads session that I took notes on the other week, which I've got to formalize, and I want to put it into, I reckon next year we need like a little hit list. So when we all come back, we can go, didn't we bring that up before? And we can
follow it up.
Just do some follow-up, do something. Otherwise we become victims of our own concern, when we voice things and they never get done, right? They never get resolved. We've got enough of those things in our life. There you go.
Have a lovely festive break, however you both celebrate. And I will see you in the new year.
Yeah. Did Santa shave his beard off on your jumper?
No. Do you know who it is? It's David Attenborough.
Oh, there you go. That's a bit.
And then he says on the back, global warming is not hot. What is it? It says somewhere
on this
global.
Stay cool.
It says somewhere on this global warming is not hot somewhere. Or maybe that's another t-shirt that I've got. I'm a big fan of David Attenborough.
Nice.
Yeah.
They've got a big picture of him at the Cairns airport on the arrivals thing when you come to the gorgeous big rainforest thing that he did up here at Doco. It's awesome.
I'll have to come and visit.
Just for that?
Yeah. No, literally just for that.
Yeah. All right, ladies. Have a wonderful Christmas break.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
See you in 2026.
Sounds good.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.